Hi Alan, it's good to see you. It's been a couple of years. How have you been?
Yeah, overall pretty good. Busy, you know how it is.
Yeah, you're still with Jamison's? They seem to be getting bigger and bigger all the time.
Yeah, I'm head of the investment section now. It's quite demanding, long hours, a fair bit of travel, client entertaining, usual corporate thing.
Sounds stressful. How are you finding it?
I get by.
Okay, what can I help you with today?
Actually, I do have a problem I wanted to discuss with you. Could use your help, actually.
Sure.
See, I was driving and I was booked with alcohol on board, and I didn't even know I was over the limit, but I was. Quite a bit, actually. I could lose my license. My life would be very difficult if I couldn't drive.
Yeah, sure.
So I was talking to my lawyer and he suggested that I see you for alcohol counseling. Not that I have a problem, but he said that would look good on my file if I was shown to be doing something proactive about my drinking. Might even help me keep my license.
Okay, so I'll need to find out a bit more to see how I can help you. To do that, I'll need to ask you some questions more generally about drinking alcohol. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it'd be good for me to get a bit of an idea about your drinking. Can you tell me, would you drink most days?
Probably. With all the work functions and unwinding after work, yeah, I'd say probably most days.
And what do you prefer to drink? Would it be wine or beer or spirits?
I'm not a beer drinker at all. I prefer a good wine, an occasional whiskey of the evening.
Okay, so let's have a look at last week as an example. So today's Tuesday. If we have a look at yesterday, Monday, can you tell me how many drinks you would have had? So talking about standard drinks. So wine, a standard drink's 100 mils, and spirits is 30 mils.
Yesterday we had a long work function, so I had 2 glasses of wine, but they were actually more like 150 mils, so I'd say 3 all up there. And then around dinner time I had another 2 glasses, and then another glass as I was just kind of unwinding, watching TV after dinner.
Okay, and that was also around about the same size glass?
Yeah, probably so.
And anything else yesterday?
I did have a small whiskey right before bedtime.
Okay, so all up around about 9 drinks or so for the day.
Yeah, more or less.
Sure. So let's go back to Sunday. Can you remember how many drinks you would have had on Sunday?
Well, let's see. Leanne went to lunch with some friends, and the girls went off and did their own thing, so I was at the house by myself. Probably had 2 glasses. It's kind of hard to say. I think I had 2 glasses and just oh, wait a minute. No, that was a bad day. Leanne came back home. She was in one of her moods. So I do remember finishing a bottle of wine and starting another one, and kind of passed out on the sofa and woke up at 2 a.m.
Okay.
And that was it for the night.
So around about 9 or 10 drinks for Sunday. How about Saturday? So looking at the previous week, you were averaging around about 9 drinks a day, and there were no days when you didn't have a drink. Can you remember any days in recent times when you didn't have a drink?
Well, some days I'd only have 2 or 3 and none before dinner. Last time that happened was probably about 2 weeks ago when we had a auditor visiting our, section for the afternoon.
Okay. Can you remember when you first had a drink of alcohol? Were you in your teens or was it after you left school?
Well, the guys I used to hang around with probably drank most weekends, starting with year 10 or 11. You didn't know my dad, did you?
No, I never met him.
He died when I was in my 20s. He was a big drinker. In fact, I don't even remember seeing him sober after the age of about 10. It got him in the end. He had a bit of a bleed and we couldn't even do anything about it before we got him to the hospital. He was gone.
That must have been tough to go through. It sounds like you might have had bleeding esophageal varices. It's not uncommon in heavy drinkers. Is your mum still alive?
No, she had a heart attack about 4 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Thanks. It just came out of the blue. We had no idea anything was wrong. She never did remarry after my dad passed away. She was a kind woman. Anyway, shortly after she passed away, I did get all those heart tests, and I'm happy to say I got the all clear. So.
Yeah, that must be a relief. Do you think your drinking has increased in recent years?
I never really thought about it. Let's see, just thinking about it, maybe it has increased a little bit after we got the new place. Did I tell you we got a new house?
I think last time I saw you, you were selling up the old place. How are you enjoying it where you are now?
Well, we have a view. I always wanted a house with a view. You wouldn't want to hear about the mortgage, though. It's actually tight every month.
It can be pretty stressful having a big mortgage like that to pay off. Yeah. Okay. And how old are the girls now?
Lucy is 18.
Okay.
Hard to believe. She's doing her HSC now. She just got her license, so to be honest, I don't really see that much of her. You know, she's always got some place to go or somewhere to be. And Allie is 15, and I can't seem to put a foot right with her. She just flares up at the sight of me. It's like we're arguing before I even know that we disagree about something. But I guess that's her age.
Yeah. Sounds like you're having a bit of a hard time connecting with the girls right now. That must be a bit sad for you.
It's all right.
Okay, and how are you and Leanne going?
What do you mean?
You two must have a few years of marriage under your belt now.
25. 25 years we've been together. And you know, I don't know if it's because of the girls or the fact that they've grown up and they're independent now, but Leanne has definitely changed. It's like she criticizes me and puts me down at every opportunity. It's like she has no respect at all for me. I don't know, I mean, we haven't been intimate for a long time, but lucky I just don't feel like it.
And does Leanne ever comment on your drinking?
Yes, all the time. She's like the drinking police. She scrutinizes every drink I have. She watches me like a hawk. It's like she's taking a mental tally of them.
Yeah, okay. And why do you think that is?
I don't know. She's sick of me? You know, we're not really a team anymore. But I deserve it, really.
What do you mean?
Look, I haven't told anybody about this, but about 5 years ago, I was at one of these conferences, and I met someone. And before I knew it, we spent the night together. I never did tell Leanne about it, but I feel terrible. And I somehow think that she knows that I let her down, that I let the whole family down. I don't know.
How do you think you are generally in your mood?
What do you mean?
Well, do you look forward to things? Are you enjoying things as much as you would have previously, or do you feel a bit flat?
Look, there's not a whole lot to look forward to, actually. Work is boring and monotonous. What I do doesn't mean anything to anybody. It's really just a bit pointless, isn't it? I mean, I just feel like I'm tired all the time and just kind of dragging myself around.
Yeah, okay. How are you managing at work?
Work has been difficult, actually.
Right.
I'm finding it very difficult just to sit at my desk and concentrate on doing the things I'm supposed to do. It seems like I'm just kind of getting by with doing the bare minimum. You know, it's just a matter of time before people are going to realize I'm not performing, and then I'll be out. Without a job, with a ridiculous mortgage.
Yeah, I'm hearing you're feeling pretty disconnected from your family lately. How are you with your friends? Are you talking to them about how you've been feeling?
I haven't been keeping up with my friends much lately. I'm finding the whole social thing a bit difficult at the moment. You know, I have to do the social thing at work, and I get by with a couple of drinks.